So Dave, tell me about life before Real Estate B School. What was your GCI, your size, and what was, vacations, and what was your schedule like?
My life in business before Real Estate B School was completely different than how it is now because I was just a one-man band and I had no leverage on my team and I also didn't have any systems on my team. So I would spend about 4 to 5 hours a day prospecting and then I would go on appointments thereafter. And I was working, I'm sure no less than 70 hours a week. And so I was totally consumed by my business. And we were just generating more and more opportunities in it that I had to take them all on myself. And so I was not taking any vacations. I was not taking any personal time. I wasn't devoting much of any time to my family, friends, or my wife either.
How'd you learn about Real Estate B School?
Yeah, so I first met about you, Lars, at a other training program that I was at, a different coaching program. And I had saw you, on the stage several times, winning all kinds of awards, and it seemed like you were their poster child. And so after you had left that coaching program, and I did too, I tracked you down because I had heard that you started your own coaching program. So after talking to you about what you were creating, it became very clear to me that it was a perfect program for me. And the reason being is that you had already created all the systems and processes that are necessary in any single real estate team or business. And it seemed like a perfect fit because I could continue to focus on sales. And I hired an admin to implement all the systems and processes that you had already created, which allowed the operational side of our business to grow at the same pace as our sales side of it. And so the train really never came off the tracks as a result of that.
Dave, why did you take the leap and join Real Estate B School?
I was looking to join Real Estate B School because I needed somebody that could help me develop systems and processes, and ideally already have those developed where I could just rip off and duplicate those myself. And my true strengths have always been in communicating with people and also in sales. And so I had a vision where if I just kept my foot on the gas pedal for as hard as I could and as long as I could and just generate cash for the business, I could just take everything that Lars had created for his real estate business and put those into ours. So the train would stay on the tracks, and operationally it would grow at the same pace as it would with the amount of homes that I was selling. So I ended up hiring a admin to come in and implement all those systems for me while I just stayed focused on generating money in sales.
So tell me, what were your first impressions upon joining the program? The coaches, the structure, what did you think of the program just to start out?
So Lars, my first impression of Real Estate B School is that it's really focused on the agent and doing the right things for the clients of Real Estate B School. And what I mean by that is a lot of coaching programs will want you to purchase all these products that they're endorsing because they get some kind of kickback on the back end of it, or they might even own these different kind of marketing programs. So the first impression I had with Real Estate B School is it's 100% selfless and focused entirely on helping the agent grow their business and specifically helping the person grow into the goals that they've set for themselves.
So tell me about life after Real Estate B School. What does production look like now, GCI, size? What does vacations look like now? What does your schedule look like now?
My life has completely changed as a result of being in Real Estate B School and in coaching with you. And it looks entirely different than it did just 3-4 years ago, where at the point I'm in my business, we have a great profit margin. We're at a 33% profit margin, and we'll finish the year between 2.7 and 3 million in GCI. And so we have ultimate financial freedom, which is fantastic. The last 3 years in a row, I've been able to take 16 weeks of vacation every single year, completely unplugged, leaving my phone at the office for the team to handle. And so it's created a lot of leverage and a lot of freedom for Haley and myself to live the life that we really want to. And it's also, another byproduct of it is we've watched you and some other people that are within the organization create great opportunities for other people through charity and through different programs in the business that, this year alone, we've raised over $35,000 for charity and different things in our organization that I never even pictured as an opportunity as a result of that. And I'm currently at the point in my business where I have replaced myself in every single position in it. So I run as the visionary in our business and set goals and coach, the leader of our organization at this point, which has allowed me to focus on other business opportunities at the same time.
So how long has it taken you to achieve those results?
So it hasn't taken a whole lot of time to achieve these results. I grew from 2013 to 2014 before, B school, and finished about 30 sides that year. But, after joining Real Estate B school, I went from 30 sides in 2014 to over 300 sides in 2017, and exiting the business too and having other people run it.
What's been the best part, in your opinion, about being part of Real Estate B school besides the coaching?
Some things I love about Real Estate B school are the fact that I've made amazing connections with people just by being part of the program. And there are people that have not only helped my business and me grow personally, but they're also friends. And I think I'll be, friends with these people for the rest of my life. And so I've created amazing relationships that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And also the events that we go to. It's such a, I go to 2 a year that Lars puts on, and it really helps.
You're talking to Lars.
All right, let me start that over.
Just from that one sentence.
All right, perfect. So we go to your 2 events a year, and what's incredible about that is it helps me course correct our business twice a year, and also course correct who I am as a person, so I can continue to, focus on what matters to just become the best version of myself.
Dave, tell me what's been the most impactful thing that you've learned about yourself through this journey in Real Estate B school?
The most impactful things that I've realized about myself and the business have been this passion that I never knew that I had to help other people. And that was never a part of any thought process that I had before. So I really enjoy pouring into the top people into my organization to continue to help them grow who they are as a leader, and them hitting their goals, whether it be professionally or personally. And also outside of that, the charity events that we organize, the money that we raise for other people, the compassion project that we have within our team to really serve other people around us, because we've been fortunate enough to be able to grow into something great that really has served us over time, and we want to do the same thing for other people.
What would you consider saying to someone who's considering joining Real Estate B school?
If you're interested in growing a business and creating a life by design, and like literally a business that you own and you can actually sell it, and people are there not because of you, but because of the organization itself, then it's a no-brainer and you need to sign up. If you're not interested in self-improvement and improving people in your organization and growing a business, then this is not the right program for you. And my only regrets are when I finished up the last coaching program that I was in, it was January 2014, and my only regrets in signing up with Real Estate B school is I didn't do it in January. I took about 8 months and signed up in August. And I just it eats away at me knowing that I could be 8 months ahead of where I am right now had I signed up sooner.
So Dave, talk a little bit about, life before Real Estate B school, being in the grind and being married, and how challenging that was, and then talk about what life like is now after the systems and the leverage are put in place, and what's your married life like now?
I completely neglected my marriage, Haley, and friends and family too, so, man. So one thing that Lars taught me was to look up when you cry, because it really helps with the tears. And I don't know that my marriage would have lasted through all of that had I not made the decision to make massive changes in the way I look at, how I should devote time to other people that are important, and also to myself, so had I not been able to leverage myself and gain a lot of my time back to give it to the people that really deserve it, I don't know that I would be married today. And I probably would have lost some awesome relationships that I still have today. And so we just have a totally different lifestyle now. I mean, we travel all the time. I see her every evening. I see her in the mornings. And we just have a normal life. And it's hard to have a normal life in the real estate business. unless you figure out solutions and processes and operations and find good people to create that normal life for you.
Dave, talk a little bit about the opportunities that you've created in building a team. You know, you've really created unique opportunities for people in your world. Kind of talk me through that a little bit.
It's a really good question, and it's been incredible for me to watch what happens to other people when I grow, because it creates more opportunity for them. And so that opportunity usually affords them a better lifestyle, you know, more income, a more, you know, stable work-life balance. And it's been amazing. And my goal has been in the last couple of years to get out of my way as fast as I can and continue to delegate as much as I can to other people, because it's creating those opportunities for them. And the people that are underneath them are also gaining more opportunities as a result of that. And it's incredible. There's you know, people on our team that, like, literally, you know, one guy on our team that joined just over a year ago, he was literally living in his car when I hired him. And, you know, he was on the team for 8 months last year, and this year he'll make about $240,000. And to see what we've been able to do for him and what he's been able to do for his family as a result of that is incredible. And so we've taken people that, you know, really had it in them and just maybe not the right opportunities in their past to be somebody incredible, and it's been amazing creating those opportunities for people. My name is Dave Friedman, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I've lived there since about 2008. And I first started in the real estate industry through my family. They were home builders, and my mom had been a realtor forever too. So I just kind of grew up in the construction part of the business. And my mom thought it was a great idea for me to get my real estate license between high school and also college. So I've had my license forever. I really didn't do much with it until after college. That's when I started working for a builder, a national builder, which then took me down to Charleston, South Carolina. So in 2013, I decided I wanted to just create a better life for myself in the long run, and something that I personally owned. So I decided to get into general brokerage, and that was in 2013. I was just looking to create more of a life by design and have, you know, more financial freedom than I had in my past opportunities. So at that point, just went into general brokerage. In 2013 to 2014, I was coaching with a company that was okay at best. And I had a conflict with the fact that they constantly wanted me to purchase different kinds of marketing that they always seemed to have their fingers in. So there was also a benefit to them in me purchasing the marketing, opposed to just a benefit for myself. And so it seemed like there was a conflict of interest there. After my 1-year contract was up with them, I tracked down Lars, because I had followed him through a coaching program that he had been with too. And he seemed like their poster child, and I had heard that he went off to go start his own coaching program. So I sought Lars out to go coach me. So in about August 2014 is when I started coaching with Lars. And so now it's been just over 3 years. And every year that I've coached with Lars, I've been able to double my business. This is the first year that we are not going to double, but, you know, year one I did about 30 deals. Year two, did about 60. Then year three, 130. Year four, we did just about 200. And this year we're going to be somewhere around 300 to 320. And so that would be about $85 million in volume and probably about 2.8 in gross commission income. And you know, the biggest impact that Real Estate B School has had on my business and myself is just growing me into a better businessman, a better leader, and on the personal side, just a better spouse to my wife Haley, having better relationships with people in my family, focusing on myself, my health, my personal growth, physically and emotionally. And so the best thing about the program is not what's going to happen to your business, but more so you developing into the best version of yourself. And when you do that and understand how that then pours into your business, will in itself grow your business much further than you ever could have before. It's also had a great impact on people within my team and within my organization, because I'm also able to share all the amazing tools and resources that Lars and B School has given us to help impact their lives, help them grow into bigger roles and take on leadership opportunities, making more money, and them also creating more of a life by design. The most challenging thing that I've run into in building our business is identifying what true talent looks like and bringing them into the organization and putting them through a very specific training program and constantly measuring their progress through the first 30, 60, 90 days and then thereafter every quarter to make sure that they are a great fit. But your organization will only grow to the extent that you can grow your people, and you have to find great quality people to be able to do that. And so the biggest challenge that I've run into has been just finding top talent and identifying who those people are in the interview process. One thing that Real Estate B School has done as it relates to the recruiting process is it's helped us identify a system and build out a system that Lars had developed that creates a process for identifying talent and being able to take hundreds of applicants on a monthly basis and run them through our process without it being too cumbersome, through amazing software and technology that he's identified, and us being able to constantly filter people through 10 steps of the process to make sure that out of 250 applicants we end up with one amazing person, which is perfect. And that's what you have to do if you want to find the top 1% of people. You have to literally talk to 100 to make that happen. And it wouldn't be possible for us to do that without the proven and repeatable system that he's developed.